Hey everybody, I'm back again with another toy review. This time it is the Super7 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Ultimate Baxter Stockman. Wasn't too impressed by how this figure looked in the package and other pictures I've seen of him. And I have to say, quite honestly, that none of that stuff really did this figure justice because it's really, really cool. It's kind of what I wanted from Playmates when they were doing their like classics line, and they never really got anywhere with it. But like this here is like what I wanted them to do. So I think I might jump in and get more Super 7 figures. This Baxter figure is really cool. Like I said, it comes with quite a few things. Some things I'm not too happy with, and feel like he shouldn't have come with, and should have come with other things, which I'll mention as I go into the review here. He does come with a really cool throwback of the Playmates Mouser. There is a slight little paint mess up there, but the paint otherwise is really good on this figure, and I like the use of the metallic blue on like the bolts here. It does have a little bit of limited articulation, and he is pretty sharp in places. Like this is pretty sharp, and the mouth does move, so that is great. The head does go all the way around. I do wish that the head was on a ball joint. That would have been nice, but it is not. It just rotates all around. Legs move, but unfortunately there are no joints here or here, which is kind of disappointing. I do wish that they would have done that, but overall, cool accessory. I do wish that the Mouser would have come with the little bits that the Playmates figure came with, like the what was it, little paper mouse or rat, and the like little baby turtle and stuff like that. That would have been really cool, in my opinion, instead of this, which really not fond of these weapon racks. Like, I get it, but Baxter never came with this originally. It just kind of feels like a waste, and he could have had more other accessories, like more hands for the fly part of his body, or like more wings or something, or a different head would have been, you know, really cool. Like, or like I said, the little bits for the Mouser. But like, I understand these coming with like the Turtles and Splinter and Shredder. Who else had these? Bebop and Rocksteady. And April O'Neil had those. But like, other than that, I kind of hope they stop doing that, because it just feels kind of pointless to me, and like they really shouldn't be coming with them. Just kind of feels like they're trying to make something happen that didn't happen. Anyways, I'll move on. Really like that he comes with an accessory he never had, which is like the Mutant shooter, which he used on the show. And he turned this knob here, which I wish it turned. That would be a cool feature, because it looks like, you know, there's like on a peg. I also wish it was painted. It's just a solid piece of gray plastic. Anyways, he used this on the show. He turned Shredder into a fly and Michelangelo into a hamster. Another cool thing that would have really stood out would be like a clear piece of plastic as like a ray or something that it would attach to this. It would have been a neat addition. Now this is really cool. Great throwback to the original figure, the like turtle swatter with a little painted turtle on there. And that's something I really like, is that even though many of the colors are the same, they use like metallic paint on some of the parts and a flat matte paint on others, which really makes the weapon pop. And they put these as two separate pieces, which the original figure was. And you can see here it's kind of oily, so the paint doesn't rub together. That's really nice too. I really like this. This is my favorite accessory besides the Mouser. And he comes with a lot of hands. He has the ones that were on him in the box, which are like a gun holding hand. He has closed fists for punching. It's very cool, nice sculpt. And these are different like open hand, weapon holding hands. And you'll notice he has like a wedding ring on here, which is really cool. The original figure did have that, but it wasn't painted, so it was like really not that noticeable. And I like that they did that. These are my favorite hands that he comes with, these open hands. It's really cool. I like it a lot. I'm glad they included it because they're really well done. I think when I put him on display in my collection, these would probably be the hands that I have him using, besides maybe a closed hand to hold the mutant shooter or whatever. But really cool. I really like that a lot. So let me move all this stuff out of the way, including the mouser, and we'll get right into Baxter here. Now, like I said, I wasn't really that impressed with him in the package, but taking him out really, the nostalgia factor on this toy really hits hard, because it looks pretty identical to the original toy. In some areas are way better, in others, I have to say that I'm a little disappointed in the coloring of some things. That I think they really should have went the extra mile and maybe like colored his nails, or in the original figure he had like little purple details on his little eyes here, which this figure does not have. But the sculpt is fantastic. And again, like, see these little dots? They should be colored. They should be different color or something. Let's see. Again, sculpt is fantastic. And he actually really has some really sharp parts, which is crazy. Like these little hooks and stuff on the back. Mostly the really sharp parts are these here. They're super sharp, hard plastic. Let's see. So I wish he would have come with some like extra fly hands. Really would have been cool. Like, you know, a closed fist for this. Let's see. The articulation is really good. He has a ball joint on the fly arm and at the hands on the fly arm as well. And you know, those rotate all the way around. Really nice. Fantastic update from the original figure. And I love the sculpt on the back, how it's like bursting out. And the paint that's used, they did the like blue veins like the original figure had. See, and I feel like the muscle here coming out should have been a different color than purple. I just feel like with how much these cost, I feel like, you know, the extra mile really should have been added to these. I like the wings a lot. I do wish that they were able to go up and down. See, the way they did them, they go like this. They like flutter like a real bug, which, you know, is cool, but I wish they would have made this so you could do it that way, and so they don't have to turn down when you want them to go up and down. You know, or they could have included an extra set of wings with different articulation, so you could have done that. Oh yeah, his jacket, his lab coat is a soft piece of plastic, so you can get up in there, move it around, look inside. Underneath here, he got his crazy gross fly body. Has all the veins and everything. Head is nice and pointy and hard, like I remember the original toy being. Now the head articulation isn't anything grand. It's just kind of like a peg. The head just kind of rotates all around. Doesn't really rock back and forth or anything. The articulation is fairly great though. I mean, it's nice and solid. The arm movement is really good. You can hear how it like crunches. And I don't feel like it's gonna break. Like some other figures that I buy. These guys are real solid. I feel like the plastic used on these is really good. But it is a little hard to move some of the areas though. Elbow articulation here on the human arm. Wrist articulation, very nice. He does have waist articulation, but he does not have an ab crunch, so that kind of sucks. Leg articulation, it's just a peg. The legs don't really go out too far. I wouldn't try. It seems like they might break, and you really can't rotate the legs all the way around, which kind of sucks. It's not really necessary. Do like the little fly tail butt here. Now he has articulation at the knees, which is great. This one feels a little loose, so I'm going to be careful with that. I think it's oiled up. And he has it at the bottom of his fly legs. And they do move around. I can't tell. No, these do not have that swivel like the NECA figures do. This one just kind of rotates around. But he's very solid. If you don't want to pose him like the Playmates figure, he's actually pretty darn tall. As you can see here, it's pretty crazy, huh? I like that a lot, actually. But I think for nostalgia's sake, I'm probably gonna do the old Playmates hunched over pose on my Baxter. He's a pretty big figure overall. I'm gonna show you him next to the Raphael so you can see the size difference. Pretty cool. I like it a lot. They look really great together. Definitely a great upgrade from the original line, yet, you know, keeping the like the style guide of those series of figures. Just really great. Much better than I thought it was going to be. So like I said, I probably will end up getting more Super 7. I still have the Foot Soldier and Master Splinter to go over. That's about it for this one, guys. Thanks for watching. Have a good one.